Uh-oh, sorry. And I'll try not to do that too much. Sorry. But this is yeah, this is our virtual monthly series. So we are in season 3, episode 8. Let's see here. Monthly. Oh yeah, this is season 3, episode 8. Okay. Yep. Just wanted to let you guys know what was going on. Hey everybody. I am Tamika White, and I am one of the members and founders of Black Girl Magic Creative Series. Oops, wait a minute. Let's get some volume up. And what we do here, we're a gathering of Black women professionals. We are mostly made of creatives, and we are also from wellness, self-care, and no, we're not professional clinicians or therapists, but we have, come together to be able to, just decide that we are going to actually, I don't know if this is going to be showing up this way because this is like right in my face. So I've learned it today. Lord Jesus, I've learned it today. Yeah, we are basically a gathering. Again, like I said, it's a gathering of Black women, and we have decided to come together to, in the name of support, in the name of advocacy, in the name of sisterhood, all rooted in creativity and wellness. And we range from actors to writers, directors, cinematographers, poets, educators, social activists, mothers, entrepreneurs, healers. We are all of those things. And that's very important to us. And we are doing everything that we can and to let our art be known, let our creativity be known. And this is what this this virtual monthly series is all about. And just a touch base, if you will, to let everybody know, hey, this is what we're doing. This is what we working on. Okay. So, let me see if this is showing up this way. So I'm very new here. I'm learning, but this is live. I'm constantly working out the kinks, and learning things as I go. So please trust me when I say we learned it up in here today. Okay, you go learn today. You learned it up in here today. So, today, and if you want to get reacquainted about, the other episodes that you like, this is season 3, episode 8, where are the other first 7? They're here on our YouTube channel. Please make sure you subscribe to us here on YouTube. Follow us on Instagram at Black Girl Magic Creative Series, as well as on Facebook. We are doing everything we can to make our presence be known on all social media platforms, and working with what we got, so we can build, so we can grow, so we can get better. So we got to start somewhere. This is us starting. This is what it look like when you starting. Okay, we starting up in here. If you want to know, we have a new look. We have a new logo. One of our wonderful members, Ella Turin, did the doggone thing. And if you want to know, I'm rocking one of our t-shirts. So yes, cute. I hope you can see it. Go to our page on YouTube or on Instagram, and that is what you will see. So basically today, I want to talk to you about what's going on, by way strictly from an industry perspective. I am an actor, theater and television, SAG, Actors Equity for stage and film, building into that, making that transition into film and television and commercials. Mostly have a theater background, but a lot of us that are in this industry, television and film, creatives across the globe, production for the most part has come to a halt. Georgia, as of Friday, the state of Georgia did reopen, and there are some opportunities that have been also presented far as since we're all quarantined, with these casting directors on quarantine monologue challenges. Leah Daniels Butler is one I participated in. If you're familiar with We Audition, there was one that was, I know I tried to get on them every single time, and they were just saturated. So it would be, I would wait to get in. I would get up 2-3 hours early to be able to, get the appointment on my We Audition profile, and they would let me know that it was basically, full. Even the UK, there were casting directors in the UK. So what I want to talk to you about is, what we're talking about today is, if you, by way of COVID-19, by way of the coronavirus, by way of quarantine, stay at home, the industry is changing. And for the most part, there's a zillion and one webinars. Everybody's coming, I want to say, out of the woodwork, but there's so many things that we kind of have access to, in my opinion, that we otherwise just would not. So, for instance, a casting director like Leah Daniels Butler, who definitely casts for a lot of major projects, putting out a call is a way to just, for you to take a general meeting to go private or public. She's gone public with her generals, and we've all got to watch in her Instagram live, using social media, using your phones, iPhones, Android, your smartphones, to be able to just say, hey, reach out and touch someone, because you're doing it anyway. Your Zoom is working overtime. Okay, I've even created a Zoom account for both my personal self, me, Tamika White, and of course, for the group, Black Girl Magic Creative Series. They're on the basic plan. They can only last for 40 minutes, but there's a way. People are doing stage readings. People are doing far as plays. People are doing reading pilots. It's beyond being creative. Creatives are being, I want to say, forced to be creative, but we talk about thinking out of the box while we're in a box, in our spaces, in our homes, with our loved one, quarantine. This is what the industry is providing. Yes, we have to go outside. I've gotten creative with my mask. I don't know if y'all can see, but I don't want to mess up my hair because it's hella cute. It's cute. Got the Afro puff. Okay, lady of rage. You know what I mean? I rock tough with my Afro puffs, okay? I'm going with my bad self. So, even here, if you can see that, this is a sleeping mask, more or less, but this is what I've been able to do when it comes to, going outside. We have to make sure that we're washing our hands, hand sanitizer. Constantly. Not doing a plug, but this is from Jessica Alba's company, and I ordered, as much as I can, cases of water and toilet paper. Make sure you have your gloves, make sure that you are wiping, you wiping things down. But that's clearly what we have to do. But at the same time, when you're in home, and while you're home and you're washing your hands and you're doing what you're doing, if you're sharing space with your loved ones, roommates, housemates, however, what are you doing? Are you working on that play? Are you doing a poem? Are you dropping a monologue? Are you getting with a friend and doing a virtual scene by way of Zoom? This is what the creativity is. I am just beginning to hop on social media and understanding now, really, as a creative professional, as an actor, this is a part of the conversation that casting directors have definitely been asking us to do anyway. And that is, checking our social media. And it's not just in the Hollywood industry, it's not just in television, it's any job. Social media plays a huge role in getting hired. So we as actors, we as creative professionals, even as writers, you're trying to get in the writer's room. You're trying to get on that set as a writer, as a director, as a whatever, any behind the scene, behind the camera, or in front of the camera. You're trying to get on that national Broadway tour. You're trying to get on, whenever things, prayerfully are generally reopened and made accessible. I know the world is trying to find some way to be creative. We're in agreement, disagreement of Georgia opening. I mean, I don't know the politics of all of this, but this is what I want. This is what's happening. And so Black Girl Magic Creative Series is definitely not exempt to this conversation. Very much looking at at the center of it as well, jumping right in, figuring out what can we do collectively to keep ourselves sharp, to keep ourselves going. There was wonderful content that casting director Tracy Twinkie Bird put a 1 minute short challenge out. She asked for people to to create a 1 minute short, in reference to coronavirus, according to be coronavirus, a 1 minute short quarantine challenge, a film short. We participated, we will unveil that and make sure you look for that. We will definitely be posting that soon. But we got, prior to things like really getting into stay-at-home orders and curfews and things of that were really put into place. We did monologue jam week, where the actors in the group did a monologue and posted one every week. So it's things that I know I'm learning for myself that are happening. They far as an actor. And the reality is, what does it do? It's educating. It is entertaining. It is bringing some type of, is emoting in some way of touching people and making them feel a particular way if they're laughing. TikTok obviously is definitely taking over with, Meg the Stallion Savage challenge. And of course, Don't Rush challenge. I mean, everybody's getting on that. And just saw one last night about the silver foxes, and, saw one on Twitter about the sisters from physics and that are in physics and astronomy. So everybody's getting in on this thing during quarantine. Everybody's trying to find some way to say, let me tell my story. And if it's in a funny way, if it's through a monologue, if it's through reading a poem, if it's having some intellectual conversation, I'm hopping on Zoom, I'm hopping on my smartphone, and I want to know, and I want you to be a part of that, however that is. And as a creative professional, when it comes to the gatekeepers, the powers that be, that need to it ain't stopping because I'm on camera. We got to keep it all the way 100 up in here with everything. Okay, we not messing around. So but they're watching. They're watching you. And they're watching and seeing if you're not even more so, in my opinion, taking advantage. Yes, we're watching the world. We're praying. Unfortunately, we got people that we're losing to this, to this virus, and it's unfortunate. And I believe the numbers are increasing. And my heart, as a human being, as a person, my heart goes out. And I'm praying that your family is safe and your loved ones are safe. My loved ones are safe, as I understand it, because we're spread out. I have family in New Jersey. I have my family in Texas, other parts of the state of California, but friends, family, whom I love. But to keep me sane, to keep me well, to keep me centered, as well as other members of Black Girl Magic Creative Series, we're doing all that we can in our individual and collective work. For instance, a wonderful, we just, this is the end of National Poetry Month. One of our members, Ella Turin, and her partnered up even on her own individual page every morning. She would hop up and at 8:30 sharp, she was partnering with a colleague, and they were reading their poems or analyzing poems from favorite poets and the like, in honor of National Poetry Month, because they are poets, they are spoken word artists, and those are things that are feeding them and feeding us. I just did a collaboration with Alexandra Shaiz, and on my page, I went live on Instagram. I'm learning how to utilize these tools. She's a wonderful violinist, and I pulled out some of my poems because I was inspired by my friend and my colleague and my sister, and I was like, oh my gosh, that's a wonderful idea. There's certain things I'm seeing on people's social media platforms, and I'm like, oh my gosh, I didn't even think of that. I didn't even think of that myself, right? So it's really great, and it's really wonderful to me that this is happening. And I believe that the industry is, because we have been forced to, excuse me, I'm going to be getting a little closer again. Gotta get a little parched here. I'm telling you, I'm all about my metal straws. Okay. Shout out to our delivery workers. I don't know the status. I'm not going to lie. I haven't kept up all the way with everything that's happening, and people are on strike, or I don't know. I don't know what's happening. But things are happening, and we are being, and of course our medical professionals. So there's this intersectionality of just how we're living. You know what I mean? And there's things that's being brought coming across my virtual pathways that I didn't even think about. Certain authors, certain professionals, it's all in the name of they're getting creative in their line of work. How teachers are teaching through Google Classroom. I'm a teaching artist, and that is, we're working to be able to keep the kids engaged that way. So creativity, as a creative professional, this is exactly what today's episode is all about, and how the industry is shifting, and pretty much how if you're not shifting with it, you will get left behind. It is adapt or die. And that is the name of the game. I don't care how old you are. I'm not the most technically savvy person. I am learning so much about video downloaders, which app to get on Google, because I'm on an Android, I'm not on an iPhone. I'm taking so many tutorials so I can learn how to, it's right over there, and I wanted to do a plug, but I can't move right now. But then again, maybe I can, lighting, how to do lighting. I have this wonderful ring light right now that obviously is making me look absolutely gorgeous. I mean, absolutely gorgeous. I mean, face beat, doing what I'm doing, making it do what it do, rocking my Black Girl Magic t-shirt, yes. And shout out to brother Coy at Direct to Garment Prints, Fresh Prints, out in Lamert, out in Crenshaw, because that brother did that for us. And oh my gosh, you have no idea how exciting we were to get these t-shirts. So there's a lot of things happening, but socialite, that are helping me improve my content. Because I'm going to keep it real with you. I'm going to keep it 100 with you. You go back and you want to binge watch or take a quick peek at some of the older videos that obviously have been done. The lighting is not the best. It is, you got, like I said, you got to start somewhere. So there's a lot to be learned. There's a lot of education, a lot of educating, a huge education that's taking place here. And I couldn't be more grateful for that, actually. Because if you want to be great, you want to be the best, you got to learn to get better. If you want to get better, roll up your sleeves, get to work. And if it's technology that you're afraid of, or like, I'm not an editor, I'm learning how to edit. There's so many things that are coming on the positive side. Yes, we're watching the numbers, we're watching, who can, when are we gonna be able to reopen? Some of us got cabin fever. Oh my Lord, what am I gonna do? Are they running out of toilet paper at Walmart or Target? you know oh my, but at the same time, the world is still functioning, and on the positive side, it is the artists, it's the creatives, it is other people, it's the people, period, are getting creative in their own way, and however that may be. So there's a lot of, so for those who are blessed to still be employed, you're jumping on Zoom calls, webinars, phone conferencing in this code and that code, doing what you can. Over here, being a creative, being a freelancer, working on that script, getting it straight, getting it cleaned up enough to do a virtual stage reading, be it a pilot, be it a play. These are the things that are happening. And while you're doing, while that's happening, while that's taking place, you are out there doing your due diligence as a creative to keep your content current, keep it fun and fresh and unique, and creating that voice for you. And believe it or not, but the gatekeepers are watching. They're learning too. Well, you know what? We may need to take a look at what Tamika White is doing and what Black Girl Magic or any of its members, because they're putting it out there. You're shifting with the waves of how things are going. And I believe that is something that is very important. So I wasn't going to be on here long today. I just wanted to share some of my personal experiences with you, and some of the things that I know that some of the members of Black Girl Magic Creative Series are doing to keep ourselves relevant, to keep our skills sharp, to keep the support and the accountability and the advocacy in which the group stands for anyway. And all through social media, we're on social media platforms of Instagram, Facebook, and of course here on YouTube. Please subscribe to us. Subscribe to us here. We're building, we're growing. Subscribe to us here on YouTube. Follow us on Instagram, Black Girl Magic Creative Series. Yeah, it's a pretty long title. I know, but it's worth it. Check out some of our content. Look at the beautiful things that are happening. And that's just a sneak peek. Because again, like I said, we're all not just actors. We are writers. We are cinematographers. We are poets. We are playwrights. And we are pushing the narrative and the conversation of letting all of our talents be showcased and highlighted, and seen. And I believe that's pretty much the only way that we can do it. Is we can't hide in the world. We can, but it won't really be beneficial to anyone. So, but someone who really believes in their crafts, believes in their talents, believes in this industry, as crazy as it is and crazy as it gets, we are serious about the very thing that feeds our spirit and our souls, and that is art. So make sure that you provide a comment, share. Again, subscribe to us. I'm excited about what is happening. I pray that you're staying safe. You've seen the videos out there. People are getting creative with these masks. If you don't have a mask, like I said, this was a sleeping mask. This is, and how appropriate. Isn't that beautiful that it says dreamer? That's me. So make sure that you are practicing social distancing for those who do have to go out. Make sure that you're going out on a need-to basis. You don't want those fines. Okay, so we are all in this together. I love you. I thank you. And please join us next month. This is our monthly virtual series. We are the last Sunday. We will be posting. I'll be posting. And there'll be sometimes just, and you never know what you're going to get. It may be a nice little message. It might be a nice little interview with a little guest, or guests, to share in the conversation, wherever the conversation takes us. So enjoy the rest of your Sunday, and I will see you next month. Thank you very much. Love you guys. Bye.